AZAM is back.
Yeah, Ty, I'm with you, and you know, I'm one of those guys. I loved planting flowers, and there's certain shrubs that do well in the summer, and there are certain plants that will just absolutely fry in the summer. So it's interesting to me, Ty, because you're talking to our gardening expert. He's got such a green thumb, that there are things that you can grow and then actually eat during our summer months here.
That's exactly right. So that's why we brought in the expert. This is my new friend Tony. We have been going through this garden. There are so many varieties of things that I've never even heard of in this garden, Tony. But I think a lot of people kind of have that misnomer that in Arizona, nothing's going to grow, especially in the garden during the summer months.
Absolutely. And, you know, that's probably the first thing people usually ask me, like, well, how does it do in the summer? And while we do have plants that would die in the summer, there is definitely a large selection of both native plants and things from other countries and regions that really thrive here.
So let's go through some of them, because we were just talking about this is some sort of cherry, right?
Yeah, this is actually called an acerola, or a Barbados cherry, more of a subtropical or tropical plant. And this produces these little cherries here, which are absolutely delicious, and one of the highest plants in vitamin C known to man.
Wow. So we showed the Swiss chard, but that thing is going like gangbusters, and it's been hot already, but those things are huge. Now, does it take a plant to be like established for it to be able to withstand the heat, or how does that work?
Absolutely, just like us, okay? We want to build up healthy immune systems, we want to eat well, we want to exercise. Same thing goes true for the plants. If these plants are in good standing and they've been fertilized and they're not overcrowded, for say, these are going to be more resilient in the summertime. You can really accomplish that really by increasing your soil. Mulch is going to be really good, and also just feeding them with a good natural organic fertilizer, minerals, sometimes some microbial inoculants.
So let's walk back here, but while we're doing this, you were talking about the mulch a minute ago, but the mulch cuts down on the heat right around these plants, right?
Absolutely. Beyond just cutting back on the heat, a few to even 8 or 9 inches of mulch is really what I recommend sometimes, is going to break down over time, passively compost, and really build that soil up, as well as lock in moisture so that we're in the desert. There's not a lot of rain here. We want to utilize that as much as possible. One of the ones right now that you can grow from plants, you could try it from seed if you had a little bit of shade, but these zucchinis here are going to be a nice producer before it gets above like about 100, 105 regularly. But we've got this kind of in a microclimate here. This is actually a pear tree, if you can see. But the zucchini will start to fade off into summer, but right next to it here, we've got something that's a little bit more tolerant, which is going to be a watermelon.
Oh, really? A watermelon?
Absolutely. And these guys will be a nice big vine, and that's going to take off pretty aggressively. Here we've got another summer squash. I'm sorry, this is a cucumber. Cucumbers will do good with the heat. Again, shade cloth. You usually want to run a 50% shade cloth. There's actually a cucumber called an Armenian cucumber, and that one
Those are littler, right?
They're longer, actually.
Just kidding.
They're bigger. That one is like a pickling cucumber.
Gotcha, okay.
But those do really well in the heat. Some other seeds you can plant right now: amaranth, Egyptian spinach, Malabar spinach, and sometimes like I'll look on eBay or online for those, because you can't really find them at Home Depot or whatever. But a lot of these plants are going to do really well. Strawberries over here we got popping. I'll let you try one of these. Let me know what you think. This is going to be...
Okay, so Tony, I tried to grow strawberries. Mine were literally like microscopic, like just nothing.
So there's a couple things that could be going on.
All right, should we go for it? Let's
go. Let me know what you think. Be honest with the people here.
No, delicious. Really good.
Is there anything like, I mean, a strawberry grown like that, Ty, is nothing like it,
now
right?
Here, that's a big crop that, you know, over the summer they're not going to grow. Right now we can be planting sunflowers. Okra is a really good one to plant from seed.
We've got about 30 seconds left.
Yeah, absolutely.
But let's kind of wrap this up. If folks have some questions for you,
absolutely,
you do some what's the word?
Consulting.
Consultation. Yeah. Thank you, Troy.
Yeah, you can find us at normalgardens.com, and we do online consultations where you can spend some time with us via Zoom or FaceTime. And you can find me on Instagram, where I'm constantly posting on there, and that is Tony Grows Food.
I like that. I'm going to have to give you a follow, Tony, because I am definitely trying to get my garden up and going. But Troy, you were right. There is nothing better.
Show me that in the middle.
Than a homemade,
Look at
not
that.
homemade, homegrown.
Look at that.
Homegrown strawberry. Look at that.
It's not all white in the middle. It's got that
And a zucchini
beautiful
to
red
back it
color
up.
all
Oh,
the way
yeah.
through.
I got my zucchini.
The zucchini chaser.
Yeah,
There you
I got
go.
my lunch set.
You're good. Add some shards.
There we go. There
wrap
we go.
it up.
Oh.
Get
Make
my
a wrap.
Get my
Munch.
greens.
You're set. I love the way that he's got like flowers too in there. Snapdragons. I've got major garden envy. Look at that. Snapdragons next to your squash, next to your melons. That is a gorgeous
This
garden
garden
there, Tony.
is
Nice
insane.
job. Tony Grows Food. Yeah, he's definitely a good follow on Instagram. Go ahead and follow him there.